Hello, mabuhay. Balibaling ago. I am just Sarah, none other than your tour guide for today. Little high, little low. Everyone, I welcome you all to Pangasinan. And if you can hear me loud and clear, may I hear you verbally say, 100 islands, 100 flavors. Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, Pangasinan offers hundreds of flavors from its delicacies to its destinations. From Manila to Bolinao, it will only take you a distance of for 288 kilometers or a travel time of 4 hours via T-Flex. And without further ado, my ladies and gentlemen, my dear tourists, I welcome you all to the Galila, Pangasinan, Aquatour. And if you are wondering what Galila means, in the Pangasinan dialect, Galila means tara na in Tagalog or let's go in English. This then is a word used to encourage people to join you whenever you're going to somewhere. And ladies and gentlemen, this would be an aquatour. Thus, for the reason that Pangasinan is very much rich in its bodies of water. And ladies and gentlemen, Pangasinan is actually regarded as a significant entryway to the Cordillera regions, the Ilocos regions. And as you can see on your screen, that is the actual map of Pangasinan. To some, it is shaped like a crescent moon, but to some, it is shaped like a heart. As Pangasinenses states, we love Pangasinan. Maybe it's because of the culture, the delicacies, the destinations, and other more. It has an east-west orientation that extends into the peninsular form projected into the South China Sea, which occupies the northern part of Luzon's central plains. The Lingayen Gulf, La Union, Benguet, Nueva Vizcaya, Nueva Ecija, Tarlac, and China Sea from its northern, northeastern, eastern, southern, and western borders respectively. It is actually roughly 59 kilometers southwest of Baguio City and 170 kilometers north of Manila. Did you know that Pangasinan is made up of 44 municipalities, 4 cities, and 1,364 barangays, whereas Lingayen served as the provincial capital, which has 6 congressional districts. Could you imagine having that type of population in one province, ladies and gentlemen? For me, I think it's overpopulated, but the government is managing it. And my dear tourists, if you are still with me, may I hear you say, Historia. Okay, this is because, ladies and gentlemen, on your screen is the very iconic I Love Pangasinan, which actually depicts the map of Pangasinan over there. As I stated a while ago, that the map is shaping actually like a heart shape. And before we turn around, let me tell you the history of the province. One of the first political and administrative regions in the Philippines was actually Pangasinan. It was formally taken over and settled in 1571. The Spanish royal crown designated Pangasinan as an encomienda in April 5, 1572, so that the island may receive education in the Catholic faith. And as you all know, Spaniards' colonizations and contributions here in the Philippines is majorly of the Catholicism. And as a result, Pangasinan was united under a single authority and assumed identity before the Spanish royal court. And in 8 years later, in 1580, Pangasinan was actually established as a political entity under the leadership of Alcalde Mayor, who at that time was in charge of the provincial administration and judicial responsibilities, signaling that Pangasinan has officially become a province. It celebrates April 5, 1580 as a province of Pangasinan's official founding day, and of course, the remembering day that it became an encomienda in the year it became a province, of course. And at the time, it had the authority over Zambales and the province of Tarlac, and of course, the province of La Union. However, at the middle of 19th century, Bangkok, the northern towns of Agoy and Bacnotan had been cut loose when the province and joined the province of La Union. When Paniki and other municipalities south of it were annexed to Tarlac in 1875, the provincial territory was significantly reduced, my dear tourists. And did you know that Pangasinan, or should I say Pangasinan, which means where salt is manufactured, came about because of the province abandoned excellent salt beds, which were the main source of income for the coastal communities. That then explains the poster in front of you, ladies and gentlemen, emphasizing on the word asin. Okay, because Pangasinan is one of the major providers and manufacturers of asin or salt here in the Philippines. And other than that, the Pangasinan community is also producing other products such as the pigar-pigar, puto kalasyaw, kalaskas, tubig, alaminos longganisa. This is because, my dear tourists, every destination is enjoyed once you have tried its delicacies. It makes your travel actually complete. May I hear you say, Tara, if you are ready and excited for our tour? Okay, my dear tourists, I am your virtual Chika Tara na aayain ka sa destinasyong nyo ikatutuwa. Hop on the bus as we start our virtual tour for today. Before we begin our journey, let us pray according to your beliefs. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, guide our journey so that it would be well executed and problem-free. Let us now discover the beauty of Pangasinan by visiting some of the top eco destinations here in Bolinao, such as Patar White Sand Beach, Cape Bolinao Lighthouse, Bolinao Falls, Balingasay River, and a side trip to the death pool in the town of Burgos. And ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? And are you thrilled for our tour for today? Because ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at the Patar White Sand Beach. As you can see, this is the kilometer-long map of the Patar White Sand Beach. And if we're going to have a 3D view of it, let's have a 360 view, ladies and gentlemen, before we discuss. Okay. Did you know that Patar was once part of Ilog Manino Municipality before becoming a barangay? Well, you heard it right. But as a result of its development as a tourist destination, it was given a separate municipality status and joined the other 30 barangays in Bolinao. According to the documents, the first settlement in the region was established by Spanish Captain Pedro Lombi in 1575 with around 100 people only. But the Municipal Council of Bolinao designated July 25, 1575 as the town's founding day in honor of Saint James the Great, the town's patron saint. And this is by virtue of the resolution number 104 issued in September 1988. The sand at Patar Beach is exceptionally fine and creamy white. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, it may be comparable to that of Boracay Beach. When struck by the sunlight, it is more creamy actually. And proceeding to our this destination, this beachfront, which stretches for about a kilometer, is very much comparable to Saud Beach in Pagudpud. And did you know, my dear tourists, that the beach is still kept up tidy, even though there are many visitors traveling here, and I believe you can also surf here because the waves are also a bit big but not too forceful. And it's very much ideal to those surfers who are actually beginners. Patar is just like the Urbistondo Beach in San Juan. If you're familiar with that beach in La Union, it is because it faces the West Philippine Sea. Ladies and gentlemen, this kilometer-long beach is actually facing the West Philippine Sea. Can you believe it? Okay. Once again, let's have a look at the back of the beachfront. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, I know you may be wondering if the beach is having an entrance fee. Don't worry, because this beach has no entrance fee because it is a public beach. What you're going to spend here is the cottages that you're going to occupy when you're going here. And I believe that it ranges up to 200 to 500 or 1,000 depending on the seasonality and the size of your cottages. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for our next tour? I can't hear you. Oh, I forgot that we are having a virtual tour today. But ladies and gentlemen, not too far from Aquatour White Sand Beach is Cape Bolinao Lighthouse. As you can see, this is the overview of the lighthouse. It is iconic to everyone as it provides a scenic view of Bolinao. And let's see if we're going to have a scenic view of the town of Bolinao. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the lighthouse. And if we are going at the back, you will be having a scenic view of the West Philippine Sea. And ladies and gentlemen, do you know about the fact of the Bolinao Lighthouse? Okay, it is located actually on your screen. However, allow me to discuss it. It will only take us a kilometer of travel, which is equivalent to 4 minutes from our previous destination, which is the Patar White Beach. One of these important landmarks in Bolinao, Pangasinan is actually this Cape Bolinao Lighthouse near Patar. This enormous structure has been standing proudly there for more than a decade already. Can you believe it? Even I cannot. But I believe, ladies and gentlemen, this is made possible by the 3 engineers who collaborated to construct the Bolinao Lighthouse in 1905. This is an American engineer, a British engineer, and of course, a Filipino engineer. And did you know that among the 5 lighthouses here in the Philippines, Cape Bolinao is the second tallest? And yes, you heard it right again. Next to the Cape Bojador Lighthouse in terms of height, Cape Bolinao Lighthouse is standing at a height of 107 meters or 351 feet above sea level. The elevation of this destination is actually 250 feet from the ground, according to the Bureau of Geodetic Surveys, while the lighthouse tower itself is actually 30.78 meters or 101 feet tall. It has a sizable rotatable lens, and the light apparatus rotates thanks to the set of gear that are spun by pendulum weights held in place by a steel cable, much like a clock. Up to 20 miles, but to the sea, the lighthouse is very much visible from there. And did you know that it is very much helpful for seafarers, fishermen, in the guidance of the lighthouse? However, it is no longer functioning as it was before, thus providing it the closure of getting inside. And please be reminded that going inside the lighthouse is actually off limits for safety purposes because the lighthouse is old already. Okay. Okay, hello to these people. Okay. Are you ready for our next tour again? Okay. Indeed, one of the must-see sites in Bolinao, Pangasinan is the Enchanted Cave. As you can see here in the screen, this is the entrance to the Enchanted Cave. Did you know that this Enchanted Cave provides opportunities for tourists to even have an overnight stay? What you're going to do is to go to the information desk or to respective locals to guide you to where the cottages are. Okay, as you can see over here, there is a sufficient space for you to have park your automotives. And okay, this is the actual Enchanted Cave. And this enchanted cave is just 12-minute drive from our previous destination, which is the Cape Bulinaw Lighthouse. The natural cave structure called the Enchanted Cave is home to an unusual turquoise-colored underground pool, which is situated inside a resort that is privately owned along the Bulinaw shore. According to legend, the Enchanted Cave is a sizable coral reef that evolved beneath the surfaces, which, due to the discovery of coral limestone rocks and fossil clams nearby, it is thought that the town of Bulinaw was originally a part of the sea of millions years ago. The cave itself mainly draws tourists, but entire area has been improved to draw more of them. The kiddie pool with artificial waterfalls enhance the charm of the location, where there are numerous decorative flora and stunning bonsai trees in the yard. A wishing well is also located in the garden next to the cave entrance, so don't forget to bring some cash if you are a believer of wishing wells. And these magical caves wishing wells could be able to help you acknowledge your wish so that you may want to do that. The cave's water is spotless and exceptionally pure, which originates from the cave's natural spring. However, my dear tourists, may I remind you that it is highly forbidden to bring any soap, shampoos, or chemicals into the cave that could contaminate the water. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, on the screen is the enchanted cave. Okay, it's a screen as distant water if you could compare it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the actual flora and fauna that you may see. Okay. Okay. Okay, going here. I know you may be wondering. And did you know that this, at the back of the magical cave or the enchanted cave, has this giant cross viaduct? We must walk for a short while before arriving at the giant cross. The short journey and the minimal effort required to ascend the massive cross will be worthwhile once you see the breathtaking view from the summit. And in the distance, you can see a lovely forest with a variety of trees, and in front the breathtaking Aquatour coastline. Everyone, are you ready for the next destination? Okay. Because I know, ladies and gentlemen, that you are also out for a river cruise tour. Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently here at the Sungayan Grill. And ladies and gentlemen, this Sungayan Grill is very focused and features a lot of dishes, the seafood dishes, such as crabs, clams, shrimps, oysters, and the like. But the main highlight of this restaurant is actually the Sumayan fish, or in English, it is a unicorn fish. However, my dear tourists, may I remind you, or may I warn you that unicorn fish is only available seasonally. Okay? As you can see on your screen, my dear tourists, that this Sumayan, and this is the one of the foods that is served in the Sungayan Grill. And there. And in just 14 minutes, we will reach the Sungayan Grill from the previous destination. And as we are designed in while we are having a river cruise through the Balingasay River. And I know that after the previous tours, you will be getting tired and hungry. And am I right, my dear tourists? Yes, of course. Even though this is a virtual tour and I am seeing these foods and delicacies virtually, I am actually getting hungry. But this destination would bring your dining experience to a whole new level. Sarah, how different and how will my dining experience bring me in a whole new level. I know you may be asking me that. This is because in Bolinao, there is a floating restaurant called Bolinao Sungayan Grill, and that is this restaurant. They offer many seafood meals with different local flavors, and especially is the grilled Sungayan fish, as I have stated a while ago. You may have the option of dining at one of the fixed floating kubo or taking advantage of their hour-long Balingasay River cruise, which includes dining and, of course, a good acoustic musician, which contributes to the pleasant atmosphere of the location as you dine in a setting with ideal scenery and a very peaceful view and a terrific place for family bonding. Excellent getaway to unwind and savor the cuisine Bolinao has to offer. But I know that you may be wondering what am I talking about the Balingasay River. Ladies and gentlemen, the Balingasay River is located there. Okay. It is as long as more than a kilometer river. It will start before the Sungayan Grill and a kilometer or so after the Sungayan Grill. So let's see the 3D view of the Balingasay River. Okay. Okay, we are currently here at the Saturnino Kamangyan, Bolinao. And ladies and gentlemen, let's have a 360 view, my dear tourists. Okay. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to zoom in, this portion over here is the Sungayan Grill. And what's special? You may be wondering what's special about the Balingasay River. Everyone, aside from the floating restaurant, the 7-kilometer long Balingasay River is known as the Luzon's cleanest river. It is actually nourished by the Kibar Spring, the Bolinao Falls, as well as numerous other springs and creeks. It has won Gawad Pangulo sa Kabaligiran Award for inland bodies of waters in the Ilocos region twice, and it is situated 5.5 kilometers from the center of Bolinao, Pangasinan. And partly due to the 15 hectares of the mangroves that flank river, this award-winning river has rich bodies and is one of the Philippines' best maintained waterways to safeguard the fish and migratory birds that live in the river. And its environs, of course. The mangrove woods have also designated as a protected area, and the river is an ideal environment for rare fish, crabs, shrimps, oysters, shrimp, and is where fresh waters from South China Sea meets the salt water. And ladies and gentlemen, my dear tourists, if you're going to zoom in, there are a lot of boats here, and it is actually used by our fishermen to get some seafoods that they may sell to the market or even there in Sungayan Grill. Okay. Are you ready for our next destination? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the excitement going. Keep your heart pounding and your breath rising as I want you to scream your heart out loud with our next destination. And our next destination, my dear tourists, is of course the Bolinao Falls. Okay, this is the top view, the aerial view, should I say, of the Bolinao Falls. Okay. Within 10.5 kilometers via Bolinao and Auckland Road, we will reach to the next destination, which is Bolinao Falls. Bolinao Falls is a brief waterfall caused by the Balingasay River's shifting altitudes. As I stated a while ago, the Balingasay River and Bolinao Falls have something in common in terms of the springs and creeks that is flowing. Okay. This Bolinao Falls is a brief waterfall caused by the Balingasay River's altitudes, and whereas the Balingasay River's water altitudes flows into a stream that includes the falls system before spilling into the West Philippine Sea. The Balingasay River's water flows into this stream. And the Bolinao Falls offers not just one, nor two, but three breathtaking waterfalls that are accessible to all different kinds of tourists. The waterfalls were named based on a numbering system, probably because of the proximity of one another. And I know you may be wondering that what distinct characteristics do every fall have? And ladies and gentlemen, let's see, starting to the Bolinao Falls one. Okay, before we proceed to our discussion, let's have a 360 view. Okay, you can see over there is a life vest, safe for children and even for adults. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the Bolinao Falls 1. And it features a small deep catch basin over here. Here, it is just a small deep catch basin. However, it is big enough for visitors to go kayaking, swimming, and make bamboo rafts. And is the finest option for thrill seekers, and it is very much ideal for those who are seeking for adventure, cliff diving, and the like. And it boasts the tallest cliff among the three waterfalls, and it is possibly the most well-known waterfalls in among the three falls of Bolinao. This is because it is actually the closest waterfall and most accessible, of course. You can choose to dive in with or without a life jacket, which you already saw a while ago here at the back. Okay. Okay, you may either use that or not, as long as you know how to swim, of course. And you may plunge into the crystal clear water, turquoise seas from a jump off points that is actually 2 stories high. If we are going to zoom in, okay, as you can see, there is a first, this is the first story, and this is the second story. Okay. And what about the second falls? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached to the Bolinao Falls 2. If we are going to have a 360 view, it is not that deep as of the Bolinao Falls 1. Okay. Bolinao Falls 2 has somewhat high cliff, yet is still sufficiently safe for diving. If we're going to zoom in, this is the cliff that they are talking about. And okay, that's all actually. Where tourists have plenty of rooms to swim about because the water basin is larger, unlike the falls one, which has a small catch basin only. It consists several little turquoise rock pools where water cascades down from the slender limestone formation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is, as you can see, there are the limestones. Okay. Since there are sections with shallow waters, it's ideal for children. It is more recommended for tourists with children or kids below 10 years old or so to actually choose the Bolinao Falls too. Okay. And since there are no higher waterfalls nearby for diving, the management actually built a bamboo diving board so that the visitors may dive as well for easier access to the other parts of this lovely tourist destination. A bamboo bridge was also built. Okay. The bamboo bridge is built somewhere here. And how about the Bolinao Falls tree? Ladies and gentlemen, the Bolinao Falls tree is a combination of the Bolinao Falls 1 and Falls 2. Personally, I more prefer this falls since it's already the mixture of Falls 1 and Falls 2. How is it a mixture of Falls 1 and Falls 2? For Falls 1, it's because of the opportunity for cliff diving. And for Falls 2, it has a large catch basin. Hello, Kuya. Okay. And this waterfall includes cliffs that are ideal for scuba diving and a large deep basin where you may go bamboo rafting. Bolinao Falls Tree is a fantastic choice if you have also kids in your group because it focuses more on shallow rock pools where water is not that forceful and your kids may enjoy playing and swimming because it has parts that are sheltered by trees. Ladies and gentlemen, in an hour and 30 minutes, we will be reaching to our final destination. And our final destination, my dear tourists, is a side trip to the town of Burgos, Pangasinan, which is the death pool. This is the aerial view of the death pool, and if you're going to have a 3D view, okay. Okay, let's have a 360 before I discuss. Okay. Locals actually came up with the name death pool. This is to better describe the exhilarating effect of the place, which was originally known and called as the depth pool. To spell it, it is Delta, Echo, Papa, Tango, Hotel, Pool. Okay. This is actually changed into a depth pool into Delta, Echo, Alpha, Tango, Hotel, Pool due to the risks that it poses to tourists, which some of the thrill seekers more prefers. On the very right side of this beach, there is a natural lake or lagoon called the Death Pool actually. Okay, this is the beach that they are talking about is the Cabanguan Beach. And if you are also out for another Aquatour, you may also visit the Cabanguan Beach as it only takes a few walks from this death pool. It is actually the death pool is really located inside or near the vicinity of the Cabanguan Beach. And the endless tidal waves that continually lapped against the shore of the over the years have created this natural pool and other rock formation on Cabanguan Beach. And this explains this rock formations, which you can see over there. It is recommended for you to wear either your slippers or your shoes as the rocks may be spiky, ladies and gentlemen. And everyone, getting there is not for the faint-hearted. I am sure that you will be in awe of the nearby rocks formations in addition to the white sand beach and the death pool. However, to get to the water, you may first walk through the rocky trails that lead to even larger rock formations. As you can see on our left, it is a rock. There are large rock formations, and even on the right, there are also another rock formations. Okay. Well, while going there barefoot on the beach may be fun, going to the pool should be done in shoes or in slippers. You will be met by the renowned death pool by the smashing roar of the waves and perhaps by the screams of tourists after past large stones. This is because the tidal waves are forceful enough into this area. Okay. You mean as you are met by the smashing roar of waves, the natural tide pool, which shaped like a crooked circle, appears dangerous. Although it looks like a pool, it may actually be dangerous due to the fact that it is made up of natural rock formations and it may still be spiky and dangerous once the tidal waves smashes. Swimmers may also lose their balance or feel as though they are being swept off by the waves that smash into them. And additionally, it drains the water, making it appear dangerous to jump into or swim in. Thus, ladies and gentlemen, jumping, cliff diving is not allowed in this area. However, It is still open for tourists to have other thrill-seeking activities here in the area. And my dear tourists, we have come to the end of our tour. Okay. As we come to the end of our tour, okay, as we come to our end of our tour, you may also want to visit some of the destinations here in Pangasinan. If you are a person who are preferring for hiking and the like, you may visit the Daang Kalikasan in Makatarem, Pangasinan, which connects the Pangasinan to Zambales. And if we are going to visit it, okay, this is the view that you would be seeing. Okay. It is indeed a breathtaking view as you have an sightseeing view of the Makatarem community. And ladies and gentlemen, you may also visit the sunflower maze in Tayug, Pangasinan, which is the very first sunflower maze here in the Philippines. The sunflower maze in Tayug is very controversial as there are hundreds to thousands of sunflower which is planted and created as a maze. Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, you tourists would be amazed into this main farm. And these are just some of the many attractions that you may visit in Pangasinan. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are up for adventure, leisure, recreation, and travel, I believe that a week-long vacation would not be enough to roam around the province of Pangasinan. As I stated a while ago, there are 44 municipalities providing various of delicacies and products and services to attract its tourists. Once again, this tour is very preferred to indulge the beauty and delicacies of Pangasinan. Once again, I am Justine Tara, your virtual chika taran. Aayahin ka sa destinasyong inyong ikatutuwa. Keep those on the bucket list as we experience Pangasinan firsthand. May I leave a quote by Simon Raven stating that life is short and the world is wide. The sooner you start exploring it, the better. Kaya ano pang hinihintay mo? Tara na!